Daily AI News. Headlines for July 11, 2026. In a global first, 2 humanoid robots performed gallbladder surgery on a live pig, teleoperated by human surgeons. UC San Diego researchers used off-the-shelf Unitree G1 robots, 4 to 5 feet tall, 70 pounds, under $20,000. They had DEX 3 hands with 3 articulated fingers, 3D LiDAR, and a depth camera. The experiment showed cheap humanoids can complete surgical tasks, though Da Vinci remains the precision benchmark. The goal is to extend care to medical deserts, remote areas, and space missions. This milestone suggests low-cost humanoids could become essential infrastructure for inaccessible places. A VentureBeat research survey of 573 technical leaders from companies with 100-plus employees, fielded in June 2026, reveals enterprises are scrambling to catch up with their own AI agent standards. Over half, 54%, reported an agent security incident or near miss. Meanwhile, 27% only learn agent costs upon invoice arrival, with no per-agent budget or ceiling. Across 5 control layers: identity, evaluation, cost telemetry, context, and orchestration, roughly 60% plan to switch vendors within a year. Strikingly, 86% of GPU operators report utilization of 50% or less, indicating expensive hardware sits idle. Meta released Muse Spark 1.1, a multimodal reasoning model from Meta Superintelligence Labs, now in thinking mode within Meta AI and via a public preview of the Meta Model API. It has a 1 million token context window for long, tool-heavy tasks, enabling planning, tool calling, and parallel sub-agent coordination. For coding, it handles bug fixing and feature implementation. Multimodal abilities include visual-to-code generation and captioning. Meta reports higher benchmark performance than Muse Spark 1.0, especially in cybersecurity and agentic coding, with lower jailbreak success on StrongReject v2. Google has tackled a key challenge in quantum computing: calibration drift during calculations. Superconducting qubits, like Google's transmins, require calibration to find optimal microwave pulse settings for low error rates. But this process typically can't run during computations, causing drift in long algorithms. Google's solution uses reinforcement learning to perform calibration using the same data generated for error correction. This eliminates the need for separate calibration sessions, enabling more stable and complex quantum operations. The approach addresses a practical hurdle on the path to useful quantum computers. Meta will begin mass-producing its latest in-house AI chip, codenamed Iris, in September, marking a significant step in the company's effort to reduce reliance on NVIDIA and AMD GPUs. Designed with Broadcom and fabricated by TSMC, the chip is part of a broader industry trend where hyperscalers like OpenAI, Amazon, and Google are developing custom silicon to control costs and supply chains. While consumers won't use these chips directly, the massive demand for components like Samsung DRAM and SanDisk storage drives up prices for PC hardware, as tech giants compete for the same fab capacity and memory supply. The QuadRF is a handheld phased array radio built around a Raspberry Pi 5 and an FPGA board with picosecond-level timing. It can detect drones in flight and visualize Wi-Fi signals through walls by operating in the 4.9 to 6 GHz frequency range. The device streams I/Q data over the Pi's MIPI lanes at over 5 gigabits per second, enabling low-latency signal processing. A basic kit costs $499 on crowd supply, and the crowdfunding campaign has already exceeded expectations. While the UI remains rough, the augmented reality visualizer shows nearby Wi-Fi networks as colored blobs, and during testing, it easily tracked a DJI Mini Pro 4 drone. Google Research has introduced TabFM, a foundation model that eliminates the need for per dataset training by treating tabular prediction as an in-context learning problem, generating predictions for unseen tables in a single forward pass. This approach bypasses the traditional challenges of data cleaning, feature engineering, and hyperparameter tuning, reducing time to production from weeks to a single API call. Unlike large language models, which struggle with structured data due to context limits and tokenization inefficiency, TabFM is designed specifically for tables and requires no weight updates during inference. Breaking AI news *: the model wars just escalated. Anthropic extends Fable 5 through July 12, delaying its next-gen release. Meanwhile, OpenAI launches GPT-5.6 with 3 specialized models: Sol for maximum reliability, Terra for balanced tasks, and Luna for creative output. ChatGPT now features GPT-Live 1 voice models enabling interruption-free, natural conversations. But the biggest shocker? xAI's Grok 4.5 is Opus class, trained with Cursor, yet costs 6x less than Opus and 3x less than GPT-5.5. This price-performance leap threatens to reshape the entire market. Which model will dominate? Stay tuned. LangChain has launched OpenWiki Brains, a framework for proactive agent memory, announced in early 2025. Unlike reactive memory in tools like Claude or ChatGPT, OpenWiki Brains autonomously fetches relevant context from connected sources such as Gmail, Notion, Git repos, Twitter/X, Hacker News, and web search, without explicit instructions. Version 0.1.0 introduces Personal Brain, which creates a local wiki updated via scheduled jobs, and CodeBrain for code-based documentation. The system uses plain Markdown files, is open source, and available now via NPM. Future plans include Slack integration and improved retrieval methods. China's BAAI released Orca, a World Foundation model predicting the next world state in abstract representation, not next token or action. Trained on 125,000 hours of video and 160 million event descriptions, Orca combines unconscious learning from raw video with conscious learning from verbal instructions. The 4 billion parameter version averages 51.8% on text benchmarks, beating ENU 3-8b and ENU 3-35b. On image prediction, Orca 4b scores 59.8% on price v0.1, outperforming Flux.2 small at 56.1%. In 5 robotics tasks, Orca matches Pi 0.5 without seeing action labels during pre-training, showing potential to ease robotics data shortage. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe to stay updated. And turn on notifications so you never miss out. Let us know in the comments what you think about this video. See you tomorrow for the next daily AI news.